I guess it's just me and you talking. Lucy, you want to jump back in or no? Who's Ultra Friend? Is that Alias? Is Ultra Friend Alias? Let's see. I'll know right away. What's up, Ultra Friend? Oh, he left. It did. That's Alias. It's got to be. I gave him a mic and he left. Oh, we got another person in here. Shiva for Senate MA. He's back. All right. Add a speaker. Ultra Friend, are you Luis? I fucking knew it, dude.
A little bit different.
How did
Hey,
I fucking know,
Andrew.
dude? Every time I see a frog
Hey! I
meme,
want to congratulate you on your newfound success, friend. You're doing great.
for
Kill
what?
it, bro. Keep killing. Keep doing what you're doing.
What am I doing? That's so great.
You're you're making my job so much simpler. Hey, Andrew. You know what, dude? It's so crazy that you let me talk to you right now. I was actually driving across the country to go see you. I was
What?
on my way to go see you. And if only for a thing or two not to happen, I would still be on my way to see you. Maybe someday I will. I was gonna try to pick you up. I was gonna try to buy you something to eat, get you a hotel room, because I feel bad for you, man.
Where?
Even
How
though
far did you get?
Louisiana, Baton Rouge,
Is that where you are now?
at this moment, baby.
You're in Louisiana. You're coming all
Yes,
the way to
sir.
Florida to see me.
Well, not just you,
Oh, all right. I thought it was special.
but you definitely were one of the individuals that I was on my way out to see.
Well, I'd be happy to meet you, man. We've actually never met.
We have actually never met. No, I'm making a movie, man. I'm doing a lot of different things, and it's funny because January the 6th, it robbed maybe 4.5 years of my life as a filmmaker. This I've been in Baton Rouge now for a week, and I could tell you that some people would take it as like a week of their life stolen. Like, this has been the best fucking time of my life. I went to a jambalaya festival, bro. This thing is I do you like jambalaya?
I love
You ever had
jambalaya.
it?
Hell yeah.
Bro, it's so I didn't want to tell anybody there, but um hold on, my recording here. I'm recording here for my little documentary thingy that I'm
This
doing.
is recorded, but you can record if you want. I don't care. It's recorded.
Yeah, no, it's because I'm recording too onto my it's just a thing. Yeah, basically, bro, this trip has been Louis getting his groove back. Bought a few camera things and been filming, doing cinematic filming like I used to do before
Harry, you
January
don't
the
gotta raise your
6th.
hand. There's only three people here talking. You can just talk.
I know, but
Yo,
I don't like to interrupt people. I just wanted to ask you, American, you asked me, so I want to ask you, what's your take on that whole mess, that whole debacle over there?
From
which one?
I don't know everything about it yet. I just heard a few things. Um, I think it's kind of sad. Like when people stop talking when they were really close, and then it kind of falls out. I just like disappointing and sad, really.
Hey, Andrew, but let me ask you, wouldn't you say that
Well, I think,
about mine and your relationship?
see,
What
I
about it?
can't do this. It's gonna go-
Um, Andrew, let me ask you, like, in all sincerity, when did I ever do you wrong, and how did I ever do you wrong?
You made if you know what the one thing where I was like, dude, that's crossing the line. I told you.
Well, that came after a long time of a lot of different things, and so we can go into it. We don't have to go into it, but you knew that whole incident that I had, that shit was just joshing, bro. That was honestly like kids having fun. And I look back on it in every single way. That was not an invitation to what you made it out to be. And I felt like, you were kind of taking it out on me. And maybe I shouldn't have made that public. But here's the thing, Andrew, and you must know this. When you throw that word at somebody, you're basically giving everybody an invitation to kill them. You are
What word was it? I forget.
pedophile.
Oh, from the video of the kid where you said, "Hey, sexy little boy." That one.
You know, I said pretty, not sexy. Those are two
Uh,
completely different things.
sorry.
Okay. So let me,
Okay,
you agree that pretty and sexy are two
is he
different
going to go
words?
on for an hour? Because I'm not going to listen.
Hey, Carrie, you can leave if you don't like it.
No, no, no. Don't Carrie. Don't gotta leave. Hey, Lewis.
No,
We'll get to that.
he was
I
talking
want. We
over
only got
me.
three
So.
speakers here. Let's
You know,
move.
this is funny, Carrie, because what they did to you afterwards, they did to me first. I'm always a pioneer in these X spaces. It's funny. And you watched it happen to me, and now you are crying about the same thing. It's funny to me, like all
I'm
around.
not
Look,
crying about
um,
nothing. I don't care
yes,
what
you are.
they
You,
do.
you're crying about what they did to you, about how y'all used to be friends, and okay, fine. You can. How
No,
would you
I did not. I was
characterize
never
what you were
friends
just
with
doing right
Tisha.
now? You were
Listen,
friends with Tisha.
I've
You were
never
on her
been
spaces
friends with
all the time.
Tisha.
How many spaces
Okay?
would you
I
did you
don't make
do?
friends with
You
witches.
so did you ever call her a witch on her space when you were doing all the spaces with her,
I
Carrie?
called her out.
Yeah, I didn't think
Yes.
so. I didn't think
Hey,
so.
we only got three people here. Let's not attack.
Yeah, you know
Okay,
what? It's
I'll
fine.
tell.
You know,
Okay,
hold on. Hey,
if you want to run this
there's
space,
something
you run the
interesting that's
space.
going
I'll come
on,
back
Andrew.
later.
Hey,
Bye.
Yeah, you should. Bye. See ya.
you're gonna make people leave, dude.
Hey, Andrew. You know what? You
Yeah,
should
I wanted to
sometimes.
talk to you, American, but I'm not going to sit and
Hey,
listen
but
to
you know
this. This
what?
is
Who cares?
craziness.
Who cares what you want? It ain't your
Well,
space,
because you're
lady.
just
Hey,
babbling on
Andrew,
about
Andrew,
nothing.
Andrew, look. Andrew, I also I don't have all the time in the world, as I was telling you. I'm I was driving to go see you. I really was. I'm not going to right now just because of my
How-
vehicle
how-
situation.
Where am
I don't have all the time. I'm hold on. Oh fuck. Okay. So I did want to talk about one thing, Andrew. I think you'll if you can't think of any way that I did you dirty, that's cool, bro. Because you know what? I don't think I ever did. I don't have anything but wanting for you
Well, you know,
or
dude. I told you. You know when you cross the line, dude. When you.
yeah, but you crossed the line first, bro. When you made that out to be like I was trying to hit on that kid, absolutely not. What happened is that I was rapping to myself by myself. And I tried to give you this explanation about it, but you wouldn't let me do it, so that's fine. I'll do it right now. Rapping by myself, wearing some fucking Dickies. And some kids, they came up and they were like, oh, cool Dickies, bro. I was like, oh, cool. I just stole them and shit. Right. And then I started just rapping about everything. And some of them were laughing. This fucking kid, a pretty little boy, like somebody that was well manicured, metrosexual, not somebody I'm gonna go fucking hit on, but he was pretty, and his friends thought he was pretty. They fucking laughed at me from the first time I said, "Oh, haha, you're pretty." And then at a certain point, like he got really pissed
That's
off,
just
and
a
they wanted
bad.
to fight me.
Strategy.
Excuse me. Let me finish the explanation. 20 to 30 little kids, they wanted to fight me, so I got on a train going one way. It was the wrong way. It just was the way that I needed to go. So I got off on the next stop. Then on that stop, I got on the train going the right way. And as I stopped at that stop, they were all still there. The door open. They thought it was fucking hilarious. It was like a fucking rap skit, like Lyricist Lounge. And I started busting again. And yes, I called him pretty because he fucking was manicured and shit like that. But in no way, shape, or form, bro, was I trying to fucking hit on him. You could see at the very onset, and you clipped the video specifically. So when the kids tell me first, get off the train, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna get off the train. What? That would be
Yeah, but
operationally
that
stupid.
black lady,
Hey, hold on.
dude.
Andrew,
I'm hooked.
Andrew, do you think I'm
Dude,
a
you gotta
fucking
stop. I'm gonna
pedophile?
hit you, dude. You gotta chill.
Andrew,
You gotta
Andrew,
chill.
do you think I'm a pedophile?
No, dude, chill. Just chill the fuck out for a second. Listen,
No, but answer the question. Do you think I'm a pedophile?
dude,
It's a
dude, this is why I
huh?
have a hard time letting you in any spaces, dude. You can't come and just bogart the fucking space, man. There's only a few people in here, and you already got
So you
one.
care more about how many people are
Well,
in here
because we're trying to have a
than quality
discussion.
conversations. Hey Andrew, let me ask you, how many this is the last thing I'm gonna ask you, and then Carrie, because I know Carrie's fucking she's about to jump out of her fucking pants if she can't talk.
You
Um,
can't just.
and we need Carrie here. We absolutely need Carrie here because Carrie was
I
at
don't know
January the
who you
6th.
are, and I don't care
Excuse me.
what you
Okay,
are
so then,
something else. I'm just
please. Okay,
saying.
Andrew, I just want to ask you one last question before I land my airplane. It's a big, beautiful airplane. How many months researching? And you said there was an original research crew, the West crew, which I was probably one of your first people there. But how many months did I spend with you on that? How many times did I try to leave and you brought me back? And in any way, shape, or form, did I give you bad advice?
Oh my god, dude, we're going over all this right now again. Come on.
Yes, please. Just really quickly. How many months?
All right, so let me think. So when I got arrested in December 2022, I met American Summer on Twitter. Me and him kind of started talking, and somebody recommended you to the group. I don't know if it was him or Eric. And it was me, Dova, Eric, American Summer at first. And then you came in, you had the robot picture as your avatar, Dr. Alias. And you posted a video of you calling Ryan J. Riley, I think it was. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Um, so that was, I mean, what year was that, dude? That was 2023 at some point. So
Okay.
it might have been, I don't know, was it close to a year or 6 months, something like that? I'm
So I gave so would you agree that I gave you valuable, very valuable time out of my life in those instances?
I mean, yeah, sure. I guess it's valuable. Yeah.
Was I invested personally in you staying out of jail and having your freedom?
Were you? How would I know that?
Answer the last question. Did I ever give you any bad advice? Single bit of it.
I didn't. You think I just went to you for advice? Is that what you think our relationship was? You think
Bro, I tried to
I
leave your group chat 3 different times and you kept bringing me back. You kept saying you're a
felt
fucking
bad?
genius and I need your analytical mind on this when I
I
told you.
felt bad.
And you know what? And Andrew, I'll tell you,
Ultra, check your gas tank because I don't think you landed your plane.
Yeah,
well, Andrew kept going. So if you haven't, do you have anything J6 related, Carrie, to share with us?
dude, come on. You're not the co-host. You're not gonna determine.
No, I'm just asking because the title says J6er
No,
J6 Springer
absolutely
Show.
none.
Right.
So that's
Absolutely
that's what
none.
we're here
That's not
for.
what
And
he
it
asked
seems to
me
me
about.
that Carrie's trying to derail with her need to be
Dude,
self-important.
Alias, listen. I'm trying to be patient with you. Really, I appreciate you. I actually,
That's fine.
I
Hey,
feel
Andrew,
bad.
that's fine. Look, I just wanna I might still come see you, by the way. And
All right,
if I come
come
see
see.
you,
We can hang out.
if I come see you, you know what? If I come see you, I'm gonna buy you a meal. I'm gonna rent you a hotel room, and we're gonna have a real conversation. Like,
Sure.
if I come see you, I will say this: I can't afford to get in a physical fight, and I shouldn't even be fucking saying this because of I had a real life threatening injury happen to me. I was listening to your anyhow,
I know.
so I can't afford that. And if that's what would happen if I ever come up to see you, I don't want that. But but many of the people that I want to see, I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna write about like not
Kind of odd that you're driving
articles,
across the.
things like that, like screen. I'm a filmmaker. I'm a real filmmaker, and I haven't gotten to that point yet. But January the 6th is going to be the thing that is going to get me there. I've been active in the
Can I ask you a
commune.
question, dude?
You can ask me whatever you want.
Okay. And I mean this in the nicest way. Have you ever been
Sure.
have you ever been diagnosed with anything mental?
No. In fact, I have taken a lot of tests because people think that I have issues, but no, I don't have anything. In fact, there's this one video. It's one of the first ones on Correspondent X where I was literally in California, subdued against my will, and I could not leave until I subjected to myself in a hospital. By the way, until I subjected. Hold on. Oh shit. No.
Phone's dying. All right.
Hey, so no, it's not that. It's because I got
Call
like
me. You
three
got
different things.
me,
But anyhow,
Greg.
so they die. I'm trying to record audio, video. Um,
Okay, American. Call me when he's all.
yeah, Carrie, see ya. Hey, were you at J6?
Alias, you're seriously, you're not going to tell people see ya in this space, dude. This is why I don't let you into them.
That's fine. But hey, Andrew, okay, so you were asking me if I have been diagnosed with anything. No.
I mean,
I mean, what are you getting at? Like autism or something?
do you think it's normal to
Because
drive across
because
country, dude?
when I was dedicating because when I was dedicating months of my life to you, you used to call me a genius, especially when I kept leaving the room. So which one is it? Because is it genius or is it mentally unstable?
Do you really think
Or
my comments to you that much?
no. I mean, no, Andrew. Look, this isn't about how I took it. It's about there's a conflict about what you say on different times. You're calling me crazy when you are taking my research time, but then I'm sorry, when you're calling me a genius at that time, but now when it's suitable for you, you're calling me crazy. So I just want to know, like, at your
Dude,
heart of
we
hearts, Andrew. Hey, Andrew, can you close your eyes? Oh, Cashley Kelly, bro. Hey, Cashley Kelly, what do you think about Jake Lang the other day saying that
dude,
January the
oh my
Sixers
god,
were
dude, you're not
parting? Hold on
co-host,
for
bro.
a race
You're
war.
not running this space, dude.
No, that's fine. Hey, hey, Andrew. But you know what? For the almost half of the year that I dedicated of my life to you, the least that you could do
You're gonna
is
drive
just
across
let
the
me
country,
ride here for a
dude,
few
make
minutes
a little sense.
when I'm trying to be what your show says, the Dime Store Jerry Six Springer Show. Okay.
You
See,
literally
rather
driving
than
across the country,
right now,
people
what you're
have
doing is you're being fucking Steve, the fucking bouncer, rather than just fucking being Jerry, bro. Why
you're
is it?
getting close to getting muted, man. I'm telling you right now. You're not just gonna bombard the freaking space. This is why I don't let you in them.
Hey, pardon me real quick,
I
bro.
get it.
Excuse me.
Yeah. What's up?
Hey, my bro, you invited me to this?
I didn't send you an invite, but you're welcome.
Oh, somebody just sent it to me. Uh, yo, I seen your one the other day, bro, where you had Jake on.
Oh man, the one that leaked.
Oh yeah, I got it all recorded. I was
Oh
about putting
shit.
together a video of it,
That's
actually.
pretty interesting, huh?
Oh, very interesting. I got a whole bunch of different clips actually of this man just going on a racist tirade.
Yep. Tried to warn him.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm about to be releasing the video shortly on all social media platforms.
I was
And
surprised. We had some reporters in and out. I was surprised it didn't hit. I woke up and I had like I don't know 100 text messages from people in the J6 community. Just my phone was just going off and saying my DMs and everything.
What were they telling you?
Dude, stop, man. I'm not gonna tell you. Well, you want me to tell you every 100 messages? Come on.
No, what? But I'm curious to get like a general. Could I get just a general vibe check where like people generally
Dude,
like?
you need to sit back for a minute, dude. You had the floor for about 10 minutes. I'll let you be in the space, but you got to chill. So
yeah, I can't stay long, my bro. I just wanted to come up and just say I don't know how you dealt with that, man. Listening to that dude, straight up,
With
it's
a black
crazy.
sun.
yeah, well, what I try to do is I try to let everybody, people that disagree, people scream at each other. It gets nutty. I try not to mute and not boot people unless I absolutely have to. I had no idea. The originally Jake started the space, and Rachel asked me to come in. And as soon as I got in, Dominic Box was there, me, Rachel, and Jake. There was only four of us.
Yeah, I listened to the whole thing. Somebody sent me the whole space.
No, but
Hey,
right
Cash,
before
how did you
that,
feel though when he said that it was
Yo,
about a
hold on,
white
bro. Hold on. Hey,
revolution?
dude,
man. Hey,
stop.
listen, brother.
I really because
Brother,
I gotta
brother.
go too.
Listen,
All
bro.
right.
That's not how you have a conversation. If two men are talking, bro, you don't just cut in like that. That's rude.
I had to remove you, Alias. You can listen for now. So what happened was, Jake originally started this. All right, and, Luis, Alias, I see you requested. I'm gonna let you up, but I'm just gonna let you know, dude. You can't just be talking over, yelling over people. You gotta have a conversation one at a time, talking. I'll let you speak again, but earlier on, you wouldn't land it. You wouldn't. I I want you to do well, man. Please just stay on topic and you know. Just have a conversation with everybody. You don't gotta run and ramage the space. Please just keep it under control. I'm gonna add you now. All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna drop down to listener, bud.
All right.
Drew, good to
Yeah.
see you again, friend. Thank you. First of all, I just want to say God bless you, and I really hope that I can see you soon and we can have that meal and I can help you. Um, I'm concerned about your living situation, Andrew, and you know what? I will tell you this. I hope that you don't take this the wrong way, but I'm kind of against you right now getting what you call Trump bucks because I don't think you're in. Hold up, listen. I don't think that you're in the right position to get Trump bucks right now. I think you could be. I think you could be. And when I started this road trip, that I told you about earlier, we're not going into all that, but I hope to win one
To
soul to Christ.
drive to come see me.
Huh?
You're driving from California to see me in Florida right now,
El Paso.
just to see me.
Not to see, not just to see you. You, James O'Keefe, Enrique Tario, Ivan Reichland, Michael Flynn, Roger Stone. But yes, all of you folks. And what I wanted to do first,
Or wait, hang on. Now I'm a fucks.
You heard what he just
no,
said, right?
not fucks, folks. You know, I
Oh,
have a
oh.
list because a car hit me
Okay, yeah,
and I almost dead,
yeah.
and mouth
Sorry.
doesn't work the way it used to, right?
Yeah.
Bro, it's weird. So
What
I'm filming
what
this
made
I'm
you
filming
what
this little
made you want
movie
to
and I'm
hit your
actually
car?
hold on. I'm filming this movie and I'm filming and I'm having to film myself, bro. One of the things that I'm having a really hard time with is that I hate the way that I look and I sound since my birth. But I'm dealing with it because it's part of the thing that I'm doing. Andrew, hi.
Okay.
So I would like to really love to see you one day. How is your living situation? Where are you living at, Andrew?
I don't think I want to tell you that, dude. I'm not going to say that on Spaces.
No, I mean, I don't want like an address or anything like that. But I mean, the last that I heard, you had a stable living situation. Now you don't have a stable living situation. So I'm wondering, are you doing the space from
I'm in a
an
home.
RV?
I'm in a friend's home. A
Oh,
friend's a
okay.
friend's parent home.
Okay, cool. Great, great, great. Good to know. Good to know. So you're not part of the reason why I started driving across the country is because I pictured you sleeping under a bridge like is a lot of people that I see in California. And I didn't want that for you, Andrew, because even though we've had our differences and things like that, I think that you're not you're worth saving like everybody is. You called yourself a Nietzschean, right?
Yes, sir.
So I mentioned there's a couple of people that I'm driving across the country to see. You one of them, and my real the thing that I wanted most of all this is to hug one of you folks, not fucks, folks. Give you a big hug and watch you give your life to Christ. Because it's my opinion. Look, you're mad at American Summer, and you have this thing. I keep hearing you say like American Summer is convinced that I'm playing a role and all that. Look, I don't know if you're playing a role. I don't think that you are. Maybe perhaps you might just be somebody that got swept up into it. But of all the people that I mentioned that are on this trip, one of you is playing a role. At least one of you. And what I mean by this is like a role. Like imagine somebody. Can I cook for like just 30 seconds more and I can land, Andrew? I don't want to get my mic taken away again.
Yeah, go ahead.
So what I picture a lot of J6ers that could have just gotten a pardon, gone on with the rest of their life, just been normal people. I see that they're just thrust into the spotlight. I feel like they're playing a fucking role. I do. Bro, I wrote a whole comedy pilot about Enrique Tario that I'm going to fucking push. I really am. Because so what I want to say is like I feel like a lot of you guys are hostages and you're forced to play this role that happened to you after January the 6th. I know so many want out but don't know a way out. And that is for a lack of trust in God, lack of trust in just why everybody went to January the 6th. Andrew, I'm not going to ask you, not we're not going to talk about this right now, but there are a lot of people that right now are trying to be rehabilitated, and this is where I'm landing my plane. They went there knowing what the fuck was going to go down, and now they're trying to be made heroes as like political prisoners. Like, no, this is not going to happen on my watch. And
Well, how,
and if
how are
people
you going to
and if
stop that from happening, Lewis?
well, I'm not going to stop anything from happening, really. That's not within my purview or role. All I want to do is that I know there are people that are tired of playing the role that they're doing. They just want out
All right,
desperately.
let me
And
give it.
that person, and I don't know, you might be that one or
Give a
not,
little recap.
but
Thank, dude.
in a
I
life in
drop you
huh?
down. You got to stop.
Oh, okay, sorry. Go
I
ahead.
want to
Huh?
recap. I want to recap real quick and try to understand what you're saying. So you think that there are a group of people that are trapped and being forced to do something in the J6 community?
Yes. Can I explain to you what I mean by that?
Sure.
What I mean by that is that I feel like there's people that they knew what was going to happen beforehand. Something, not what, perhaps. Something was going to happen beforehand. Um, and now they're trapped into this because they had foreknowledge. This is we talked, and when we were doing these me and you were in that, what did you call that room, the West Terrace investigation group chat, or what was that group chat, Andrew?
Yeah, it was West Terrace.
The West Terrace who was in that group with us?
You know, dude. Do you want me to say it because you want me to say it publicly? I mean, you
Well,
know.
I think it gives context to the audience.
I mean, we had Dova, we had you, Eric Clark, American Summer, and Hello Future.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you getting at? I think it's kind of odd how you're driving across country to see a bunch of people you've never met and didn't ever give tell them you were coming though.
Well, here's the thing, all of you people have me blocked.
So you decide to get on a train and come visit us?
Yes. And I'll tell you why. So like, look, this is where
Creepy, dude.
okay, that you can say that. You know what is even creepier? Going into the US Capitol and pissing all over it. That's fucking creepy. Now, what I'm trying to do is I'm
That's
trying to pick up the
not what
pieces.
happened January 6th.
I'm trying look, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to pick up the pieces and understand what happened. That's all. And and Andrew, look, it's weird to me. Here's what I don't understand is that somehow you know that I gave you your information on 1% Watchdog. Somehow the
You,
all
you did.
the stuff.
And
Yes, I did. Yes, I did, and I have the DMs to prove it too. You would not know about Marcus DePaulo or any of this stuff if I didn't feed this to you because I really did. And that's cool, bro. That this is like one of the best gifts that I gave to you when I was helping you research your case because I
Coming
really
to find you, American. That's a gift to you.
hey bro, you know
man,
what? Did you hey Robert, are you a J6er?
dude, listen, we're not gonna let you just work your way through the room and keep going,
That's
bro.
fine. I don't want to I don't
Can work your way through. I didn't go, but I know people that went. I should have went.
hey
I would have been one of those idiots
Andrew,
that
He's
walked
he's
around
just
let me
trying
ask
to
you this.
latch
Hey,
on.
Andrew, let me ask you this really
I
quick though.
wouldn't
Hey,
No, I don't want to work the
Lewis,
room. I don't want to work the room, but I want to know,
Robert,
Andrew,
move
if
up real
me and you
quick.
were sitting across from each other, what type of beer would you order on my tab?
What kind of question is that, dude?
I'm trying to get to know you. like better.
This is like some Stan shit.
Yeah, he's on his way too. He's coming for you.
Seriously, dude.
You
Are
No,
you
no, okay,
okay?
hold on.
put
So
up
this
the
is the
cameras,
Stan is
man.
the last thing that
The
this would
ring
be.
doorbell
This would be
sounds
like an
Robert,
anti-Stan.
please mute up, dude. I'm worried
Who-
about you, dude. Like,
No, you don't got to worry about me. Hold on.
it's kind of
So
odd that
look,
you're driving across the country to see me, Enrique, or Roger Stone. That's not normal.
it's not. Hey, you know what is weirder? Driving across the country to go into the Capitol.
You're not reflecting on what you're actually doing right now, dude. That's not normal.
You know what? I have reflected, Andrew, over what has happened the last 4 years. Like, you don't even understand. Look, I don't think that you'll disagree with me. I made the right decision to leave when everybody else was going inside, right?
Do you have some regret going on? What's going on?
I don't have any regret. What regret would I have? You know, here's the thing that I don't have. I don't have regret, but you know what I do have, Andrew? Can I tell you really quickly for like 15 seconds?
As long as it's quickly, because I think everybody here can see that it's pretty nutty that you're driving across country because people blocked you.
No, that's not. It's not because you fuckers blocked me. This has nothing, and this time I did you fuckers, but it has nothing to do with that. I'm actually trying to chase souls for Christ, and you don't see that from your Nietzschean
Hey,
point of view. That's fine. That's cool, bro. Look. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Me and the rest of the people that I mentioned on this trip, we're guided by different forces and different. Obviously, if a higher force was guiding, let's just say I made the right decision not to go in because discernment, the Holy Spirit was like, this is not good. Now, all y'all made the
sounds
wrong
like you
decision.
wish you went in because nobody talks about you or
No,
something,
I don't
right?
wish I went in. Why would I wish that I went in while y'all were in? No, that's the last thing that I wish.
Listen, it
You know
just
what I
you
wish?
need to. I'll come back to you. You need to not interrupt.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, just don't drop me from a
All right,
speaker. But yeah, come back to
we're
me
gonna go.
because
We're gonna go to IJ.
this is the most interesting conversation you're gonna have all night, Andrew.
All right, just you don't interrupt, dude. I'll keep you up, but you gotta stay chill. I'm gonna pass it to IJM.
Thank you, brother. Hey Tish, hey Patrick. Thank you for giving me the chance to speak. I just wanted to mention, like, kind of rebut what this guy is saying. This sounds insane. He's
Mhm.
driving across country to come after you.
He
Um,
says he wants to have a beer.
No, I'm not coming after him. I'm trying to buy
Hey,
him a
dude, I
meal and
just
get him a
said
hotel
don't
room.
bro,
interrupt.
Sorry, but hey, getting you a hotel room is not coming after you. That's very different, Andrew. Right?
Listen, you got to stop, dude. Go ahead,
all
IJ.
right. As far as J6, all of us as Americans have the right to combat tyranny, and that's what happened. As
That a lot of J6 are trying to build, and I'm just really against J6 communes. Sorry, go ahead.
So I'm gonna try to give you a little bit of advice. When you interact with people, not all the time, you're doing great right now. Sometimes people take you wrong because they feel attacked by you, whether you mean to or not. And I think that I don't know if you do it intentionally, but the people that were the closest to you, what I personally felt was that you didn't want them close to you. You didn't feel like you deserved it, so you somehow pushed them away. I don't know why. I've been meaning to tell you that, and what I want to tell you is if you just listen to what people are saying, you don't got to listen to everything they're saying. You don't got to tell them everything in one sitting. People really want to get along with you, dude. They do. Nobody wants nobody thinks you're ugly or a piece of crap. It's just a lot sometimes when it's just too much information in one sitting and it's a lot to take in at once. So I know your brain is like hyper turbo genius with like it just flashes all of the information at once. And I think if you just have a little bit of patience in a conversation with somebody, you would be surprised at the results where somebody's like, "Holy shit, that was a good exchange." Because when you walk away from somebody from meeting them for the first time, you think about it. How did it go? The first impressions, they matter. You know what I mean? You I know you don't care about the impressions, and you care about the information and the truth. That's good. But you gotta pace yourself sometimes. That's my only advice. And I promise you, people will value your information. You just got to try to pace yourself, give them a chance to talk without attacking them. Um, I really don't think anybody was trying to ostracize you, but I thought you were kind of pushing people away from you because it was maybe foreign that they were getting close to you. Maybe people haven't been close to you that way before in your life. I'm not trying to dog you, but from how I read it, the closer that people would get, it kind of, I don't know if you didn't want it, didn't feel like you didn't deserve it or something, but you got a lot of good information and you did a lot of good research. I give you credit for a lot of that, dude. You were there, you supported a lot of the J6ers. And I hope that people don't shit on you, dude. I don't like when anybody gets shit on. So if I ever did and made you feel like that, I'm sorry.
Hey, bro, thank you. And I apologize. Like, as far as I'm concerned, it's all water under the bridge right now. There's nothing that exists between us. And I thank you for publicly like reaching out that way right now. I appreciate that very much. I do. And I want to, going forward, honor that as best as I can. Um, I want to thank you too because I am, you're right. I it's not I have trouble receiving love, and it's not anything to do with anybody else but myself. This has nothing. I've been very fortunate that a lot of people have shown me love, but
That's a big step, man. That took me years. I had the same issue until I was about 38 years old, dude. That's normal for people to deal with. Don't feel like you're weird for feeling that way. You know,
sure. But at the same time, I will say this: like my suspicion has come in handy, like way more times than I can think of, and a lot of it. I mean, I'll tell you, bro. Like, I'll fucking open up. I don't care. Like a lot of it is when I was a drug dealer. So I was a drug dealer growing up. Like a lot of the closest people that were close to me when shit hit the fan, a lot I got set up to try to get robbed. And it was the closest people to me that fucking did that shit to me. The people that I all grew up with, my crew, that I literally have scars on the side of my face from after I grew up, I grew out of the tag banging shit and I started selling drugs, and the people that we were rivals with, they started buying from me. Oh fuck, that was really bad, really really bad. And I had moved on. I had already moved on because my own friends had fucked me over. So I'm like, I'm not gonna make myself exclusive to you. But yes, I have a lot of unresolved trauma. In fact, it's probably that I'm coming to this realization that before January the 6th, before January the 6th, I played a really good role in the decline of America. And so to a certain degree, it's not like I'm trying to make up for it, but I've come to this really bad realization of the role that I played. I could see what I did to younger people by selling them drugs. I was young. I was like, I wasn't like some fucking older dude. I was in my teens selling teens drugs, and but I could see how I corrupted other people, and so now, yes, that is something that it drives me. That's probably why, Andrew, when I didn't have any charges and I got cleared and all that, why I wasn't just like, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna go and hide out. That's when I was like, all right, well, I'll come at you, the same people that cleared me when I realized what the fucking game was, because it really is a game. It really I don't know how else to describe January the 6th, but you're right. And thank you for knowing me well enough. And this is really uncomfortable shit to talk about publicly, but at the same time, this really does help me find the what I'm looking for. I just want to let the shit all go. I don't want to be it's not that I want to be a J6er. I just don't want to live my life with the J6 specter
Yeah.
around me.
Well, I think it shows a maturity level that you can speak like this publicly, man. That's cool. That's good, man. Um, I'm proud of you doing a good job speaking. You hang out, hang around. I think we got. I think Sean. What's his name? Weiselman.
Witzman.
He was
Shot,
trying to
yeah,
come in, but
Weitzman.
he can't get in.
I don't know why you can't get in. I Luis on here now.
Oh, Luis Ruiz. All
Yeah,
right, yeah. Bring whoever you want up.
he's here.
All right, big time. I'm gonna
All
mute you
right.
for a second.
Yo, hello everybody. Thank you for allowing me this.
We lost him, I think.
Sorry. I was just thanking you for this opportunity to address everybody. I wanted to say God bless you, and I hope that everybody is doing well from the bottom of my heart. What I
Thank
have,
you, man.
thank you. From the bottom of my heart, what I've always wanted for every J6er and just America in general is peace, love, harmony. I don't want to sound corny here, but life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And January the 6th is something that has affected all of us very much. Rachel, I wanted to address you specifically because you
Wait,
were
is this a different person or is it?
No, this is the
yes.
same guy.
Same guy. I have
One
look. I
second.
have a
It's,
drawer full of socks. I do.
yeah,
I don't
he has sock puppet accounts.
like
Got it.
because here's the thing is like look, the information that I have is too valuable to just let people exclude me from the mix. I've learned a lot of different things about humanity and life, and you know Rachel, I would just say this. I hope that he's not planning to do this rally tomorrow. I think that would be the worst idea in the world, because when you say things like, see, you have to understand, Rachel, and I get it. Look, it's so fascinating, Andrew, the conversation y'all had right now. It's the same thing that I'm doing driving across the country. I want closure. I don't want to necessarily I don't have the feeling like I'm a dud, because the fact of the matter is that I didn't do stupid shit, and I haven't been approaching this the way that everybody else has. But at the same time, Rachel, when he said things like the whole reason for pardons is because we're doing a white revolution. Look, I got to tell you, girl, I'm inclined to believe
He
him.
absolutely did not
Actually,
mean that, but
no, I'm
yeah.
actually inclined to believe him. And here's the thing.
He
I
was
don't
drunk.
believe. Let me, if I may. I don't think that you would acknowledge if he actually felt that, because you don't acknowledge like any of the smaller stuff. And so what we have here is a situation, right? Something like that was said. You can't. First of all, you just can't take it back. That is well known on the internet now by Antifa. And I really feel that if he does that rally tomorrow, it's just going to be a disaster. What he did, I mean, first of all, like, and I'm telling you this because I don't want to see Jake Lang hurt. You know what, I don't. I would love one day to dance with you, Jake Lang, in heaven with Jesus Christ. But you know what it's going to take? It's going to take real repentance. And real repentance means not acting. You keep saying, well, everything he does fails because he's doing it from a bad premise. The foundation isn't there. It's just not there. And so, what would be much better for everybody involved with this J6 thing is for him to just be quiet, go away. Because, like, let me say this for everybody that's trying to get these Trump bucks. Now you have set up that probably ruined it for all the other people are on that. Because then why would somebody in their right mind give restitution to people? And I'm sorry, unfortunately, this is kind of how it works. When you do a lawsuit with somebody, you're
Wow.
now included in that mix of people. You have made an actual contractual binding where you are associated legally. And so what he did the other day when he said that, he fucked everybody else's chance of Trump bucks. And I know that doesn't mean anything to you and to him, but to the people that are struggling and hurting, Thank God that I got hit by a car and it didn't kill me, and I got a settlement, and I'm able to do things that I didn't, and I count myself so blessed every single day. Thank God, hallelujah. Not for the money, it's for my health, for my freedom. And you know what? And what I want to say is that it's not fair that other people don't have that pedestal. They don't start there, but they're lumped in with him. I'm lumped in with him as a J6er too, even though the difference between me and him, night and day, he swung bats at cops. I fucking ran because I knew it was a setup. I still am discriminated against in my hometown. I still, no matter what I show, I can never show my face around high level, which I am a high level filmmaker. I got to tell you, I can't show my face around this. And I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to whine about it. You know what I'm doing? I'm out here. I'm making films. But when I have people like Jake Lang, it just destroys everything. It does. He can go off. I've often wondered, Rachel, and I'm sorry, I'm going to just land my plane here. But maybe you can help answer me this, because I don't think the last go around between you and Andrew helps solve that. But I've often wondered, like, okay, if somebody like Enrique Tario gets pardoned and they get 22 years back of their life, why wouldn't they just retire off into the sunset, shut the fuck up, go away and try to do something productive? Like, why? Is there any good reason? And you said something about not being wanting to be a dud, Rachel. But does not Jake Lang not wanting to be a dud? Does that override the futures of 80 or so other people?
Well, I think you're. Does Rachel, you want to address him, or do you want me to address him?
You can take that one. I don't really.
Okay.
Hey, Rachel, can you promise me he's not going to go to Dallas tomorrow? Can you make that
Can
happen?
I
That
How
he
could you
doesn't.
be
promise you
promised you
that?
that?
No, I absolutely cannot
Like,
promise you
no,
that.
come on,
It would
Rachel.
be. Yeah, I have a really bad intuition that if he goes to Dallas tomorrow, some shit's gonna pop off. Can I pray for you that you'll have the courage to go and say, "Hey, Jake, don't do this," because
Why
listen,
would you? Why would you think that?
because he said, you Andrew, okay, let's just pretend that you love this country, you're black, and somebody comes out and says the whole reason we got pardons is for a white revolution. Okay.
Jake does not mean that. I don't even.
It doesn't. Okay, here's the thing, Rachel.
He
Look.
trolls. He doesn't mean that. I've never heard him say
Okay,
anything like that
Rachel,
in my
Rachel,
entire
Rachel.
life.
Look, here's the issue that we have with a situation like this is that there are people out there that they're not on the space. They don't know he's trolling. You know what? There's people that it doesn't matter to them. He said that, and to them, that is enough. I don't think you understand the type of people we're dealing with Antifa. And really quickly, if I may,
Oh,
just for
come
15
on.
seconds, to anybody that wants to tell me that Antifa doesn't exist, you know what? I will tell you, Border Resistance 2019, Antifa is a nationwide network that got exposed. And so nobody's gonna tell me no, it doesn't exist. Y'all had Border Resistance Tour that was supposed to come to El Paso. It got shut down, but a nationwide, I can tell you where y'all have cells. And so, Rachel, look, I get that. You want to say it's trolling, but you don't get to control how people take it on the other side. Do you understand that?
I didn't say anything about that.
She's not trying to
I
No, you
control
did.
you.
You said
I
it was just
completely
trolling.
I
Oh, I'm
understand
sorry.
he's gonna.
Maybe Andrew, you were saying, why should he not do it because of that? But let me just say this. When you say things like that to people in this type of political state that we are in, I don't know if you have noticed on the algorithms, they're pushing this thing called black fatigue. There's on another side pushing white fatigue. There's fucking Nazis who are pushing like fucking extermination of everybody. And so this is a powder keg, Rachel. He's not, I don't look, this shit doesn't even mean anything to me. He's not even white. And people see that shit. They do. He's not even white.
I mean, he looks
He's
white.
fucking no, and well, I'm not going to talk about how he acts, but please look. I can. It seems like I could say whatever, and y'all are not going to take it. But please, Rachel? Can you go? Please tell him. Can you please go and say to him, Luis Ruiz? The one, well, there was probably three of us or four of us. One of the only individuals that day that had the good sense to see that it was a setup fucking left, and he's trying to warn you about some bad impending danger if you go there. Can you just do that for me,
So
please?
Luis, let me ask you something. So I'm playing devil's advocate here. You're saying people shouldn't tell their story, like say Jake, for example. But
No, no. What I'm saying,
hang
no,
on.
what I'm
Let me
saying,
stop.
sure.
But you're here because
Yeah.
you want people to know that you weren't dumb enough to be set up. So you're telling your
No, no,
story.
that's not why I'm here, Andrew. Andrew, I'm here right now because I'm trying to stop a civil war from happening. I can fucking see it coming a mile away. That's why I'm here. Let's not get it all twisted, bro. You know what? Since back then, there's a lot of better things that I could be doing with my life. But you know what, Andrew? One day I was in prison and I asked God, let me use journalism for your glory. And I don't understand it yet. I don't know if I've achieved it, but this thing, let's just be real. He is not a real Christian because a real Christian would not even say that in jest. You could get, I don't know, I don't know if you guys were high on, I don't know. Maybe the only way that
We were
I
not
can,
high
the
on
only way,
anything. A lot of espresso
They
martinis.
were drinking.
oh,
Yes.
okay. That, I mean, I can maybe, if there was some espresso and martini, you were kind of like speedballing there, like a legal speedball.
With
So that
coffee.
it makes it a little bit more acceptable. But lady, please, can we not downplay what he said? He said the whole reason for pardons was to start a white revolution. Can we please all just take a moment and appreciate, and not in a good way, but understand the stakes that have been put forth by Antifa, two people like Antifa, who already, you do you know about Antifa in Dallas, Rachel?
I do not.
They're pretty deep. And BLM. And I wish that I don't fucking know any of this shit. Believe me, I don't like any radicalized faction of anything. But I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. Thank you for allowing me to say this just on the way out. I mean, I'll stay around. I'm driving across the country right now.
See me.
So I'll have this on. But Rachel, just what I want to say is, can you please say, Jake, there is no good thing that could come out from you saying that and then appearing there. You're just going to put a lot of people in danger.
So are you?
That's all.
Who are you coming to Florida to see, Luis?
Jake Lang was definitely one of it. So it was Jake Lang, James O'Keefe.
Wait, how do you find us?
that,
You're
that
just
was my
coming to Florida?
question.
Oh, that's a great question, Rachel. So this is going to be my strategy. Do you ever watch boxing?
mm, Not
Okay,
much.
or UFC. Okay, so
A little
right
bit.
before there's a boxing match or a UFC fight, they always do this little thing where it's like a little mini documentary about a person, where they live, like their neighborhood, how they grew up. I was planning to go to people's neighborhoods and do small expose styles, like a tale of the tape style, and say, hey, I'm in your hometown. I would really appreciate the opportunity to speak with you. An open invitation at a public place. Because you know what?
You might
These
have to be pat down
conversations,
first.
that's fine. We could, sure. Hey, depending on who, I love a good pat down.
What the fuck? Are you trolling right
Sometimes,
now?
sometimes I jaywalk just so I could get pat down.
You love a good pat down, huh?
Dude,
I
that's
think Tim would
so
disagree.
Rachel,
Would
Rachel.
agree with
See,
that.
look, when you're trolling, that's how you do it.
Tim,
That's
did
how,
you agree? Did you love your pat downs in DC lockup? Didn't you love those?
dude. Oh man, bro, when remember those Snickers commercials that used to be like hungry, not going anywhere for a while? Remember those from like growing up?
Hmm.
You must. Why didn't they ever do one in prison? Bro, I thought that would have been like the perfect thing. Like, dude, couple of dudes fucking talking, sitting around, like, what'd you do again here? Da 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 da. Maybe we could do the J6 version. And it's like not
I
going
want to. Oh,
anything
can I
for a
ask you
while.
something, Luis? Um,
Yes,
do you have family that you still are in contact with?
absolutely. My family life is better than ever, sir.
Okay. When you told them you were taking a trip across the country, what was their response?
So my mom, she actually like she teared up, bro. She was like crying, and not in a bad way. She was like, your grandparents, they worked all their lives to like they left us a house, like that, but they never traveled, and it was one of the things that they always wanted to do. She was like, son, please have fun, enjoy it. Remember your grandparents who raised, and my grandparents actually raised me, but so it was
Well,
very
it
positive,
sounds like you need this for right. This
Oh yeah, bro. Hey, so for what it's worth, Andrew, like yes, I needed this for myself. It's a process of self-discovery. And the biggest thing that I have so far discovered on this process of self-discovery, which I already knew, but I was very hesitant to admit to myself, can I tell you?
well, let me ask you a few questions.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna tell you,
All
I
right.
am my own fucking worst enemy. You know what? It's funny because I actually write screenplays and do storytelling for a living. But I was trying to figure out, okay, like who's my biggest I don't have enemies. I have adversaries, protagonists, antagonists,
And it was
relationships. But you know what? I am my own worst enemy, bro. And that's a really hard realization to make.
I can say that I probably am mine too. So I agree with that. But that's mature.
Hey, bro, if we can agree on that we are our own worst enemies, and I think that one, all the time that I invested with you earlier, it's all worth it. Like, I I feel like if you can because it's and I'm telling you for real, bro, I am my own worst enemy. This isn't like, but
I think
I'm
that's a
I'm
big
bad.
step to take, dude. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of you, bro. And I think that if we can have this type of self-examination between all of us here, there can be still good group outcomes. We have individual outcomes, and let's just be honest, almost like 95% of the outcomes of January the 6th fucked up. But I think that if we all go through this process that I'm going through, and thank you, Andrew, for letting me back on,
Yeah.
for giving me this time to like just talk about this. Because yeah, it's all look, it's all peaceful, it's all love, it's all really to honor my God. And I don't know how. I don't know. I'm looking for that. Like, how do I, after all of this, how do I really go back and honor God? And you know what? Honestly, like what what Dova was telling Rachel, I'm starting to get that too, man. Like, you know what? I already won. Like, I don't even need to be doing. It's not like this is a game to me, but I hope to God that Jake Lang doesn't go to Dallas tomorrow because my spider senses tell me that it's very dangerous.
I mean,
And
it's you're starting to make it sound like you know something that nobody knows, though.
no, I don't know anything. No, I don't know anything, Andrew. But look, here is the thing, though, that I will tell you. Over the last 5 to 6 years, I don't have like inside information or information, but simply like just from paying attention to everything. And I do, I spend an inordinate amount of time doing my own little personal OSINT and my own little personal OSINT. It just, my methods are different. And so what I can tell you is that I don't know anything. I can simply start to like, what's the word? Like when you're shooting